how to connect to your EC2 instance through Bastion Host. Okay, so in this video we'll learn how to connect through your EC2 instance through Bastion Host. Okay, so before going into the demo, so I'd like to show you what is a Bastion Host. So basically Bastion Host is nothing but your EC2 instance, right? So what happens normally in your when you go to a project and you start working, so the EC2 instance that has been provided to you will be a private instance. Okay, so from your public, right, so you cannot access to that EC2 instance. So what happens generally, you have a Bastion Host in between, so which is nothing but another EC2 instance. So to connect to this main EC2 instance through SSH, you have to first connect to this Bastion Host, then from Bastion Host you have to connect to your main EC2 instance. Okay, so now let's go to our AWS console and we'll see the demo. So I already logged into my AWS console, so I have to open the EC2 service. Okay, now in my instances I already have a demo server which is nothing but a EC2 instance currently running. Okay, so this will be our main EC2 instance. For example, now we'll create a Bastion Host, nothing but another EC2 instance, and through that Bastion Host we'll see how to log into this demo server, which is our main EC2 instance. So what I'll do, I'll create a new instance. Okay, now I'll give this instance a name, basically Bastion Host. Okay, so I'll keep all the default value, right? Key pair, I'll create a new key pair. This will be Bastion Host. Okay, I'll create this key pair, then I'll save it to a location. Okay, now in the security group I'll create a new security group. Okay, and I'll keep all the default value as it is. Okay, so let's now create this instance. So now the instance is already created. Okay, now you see this is our Bastion Host and this is our main instance. Okay, so it will take some time to do all the checks and it will be up and running in few seconds. Okay, so now my Bastion Host is already up and running. Now what I'll do, I'll go and I'll try to connect to this instance. Okay, so once you click on connect, so here I'll click on connect, so you have this SSH command that you can run to connect to this EC2 instance. Okay, so I'll take this command. Okay, so in Windows basically you should always use PowerShell to do SSH command, right? I'll open my PowerShell. Now what I need to do, I need to go to the location where I kept my key pair. Okay, now this is my location. What I'll do, I'll go to that location, right? So once I am inside that location, I can see I have my two key pairs. Okay, now you can directly copy that SSH command. I'll say yes. Now here it has one issue which is saying permission for Bastion Host are too open. Okay, so generally so if you are trying to log in from a Linux based instance, you can directly run this command chmod 400, then your bastionhost.pem. Since I am in Windows instance, this command will not work. I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so what you have to do, you go to this location where your key file is present, click on this. Okay, right click, go to properties. Now in properties, go to security, right? So you go to advanced option. Now here first you have to disable the inheritance, right? So basically what AWS wants, the key pair that you are using to SSH into the EC2 instance should be only accessible, or should be only the owner should have access to take that key and SSH, right? Nobody else should have access to that key, right? So basically we have disabled the inheritance. Now what we need to do, we have to add a owner, right? So I'll add me as a owner to this particular key, right? So you can follow how I am showing here, right? You'll see that I'll add myself, right? This is my name. Okay, click on OK, click on OK, then click on OK, then apply. Okay, now I make myself as the owner of this key. Now if I try to SSH again, now see I am inside my EC2 instance. Okay, now since you are able to connect to your EC2 instance, first see our main EC2 instance you cannot able to SSH, right? Now how to log into your main EC2 instance SSH? So basically you have to copy that key pair to this particular EC2 instance. Okay, so now currently we are inside our EC2 instance, right? So we can, from this EC2 instance we can SSH into our main instance, but before we can SSH into main instance, we have to copy the main instance key file so that we can SSH. Okay, so to copy that, what I'll do, I'll create one more cell. Okay, so I'll see this is my demo server.pem file, right? So I can use this key basically scp command, right? So I'll be using Bastion host key file because I need to copy this to my Bastion host. Okay, so source file path is our demo, right? So source file path is our demo and destination file path also demo. Okay, let's try this. Okay, now one file is copied. Now if I go, okay, cpy this has not been copied. Okay, I found one command from the internet. Let's try that. Okay, so this is the command. So what I need to give, my Bastion host key. This will be our file that which I want to transfer. This is my EC2 user and this will be my host name, right? So EC2 user, I can also use the private IP. Okay, so I can give the private IP. Now let's try this. it is taking some time. Let's try this. No such file. Okay, one thing I'll do, take this command. I think this will be a command to connect to our Bastion host. Let's delete. Yeah, so now our file has been transferred. Okay, now if I do ls, now this is our file, right? So from here we can directly connect to our main EC2 instance. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go to my instances, I'll take the SSH command, which will basically allow us to connect to our main EC2 instance. I'll go to connect. Now here is our SSH command. Now I can paste it here. I can do ls. Now here say yes, same issue, right? So you can do chmod command here, right? Demo, right? Now this has been applied. Now do ls. See, now I have been successfully logged into my main EC2 instance through our Bastion host. I hope this demo is helpful to you. Thank you.